This podcast is part of the It Was a Thing on TV podcast network.
And action.
I am big. It's the pictures that got small. Sunset Boulevard, 1950. Oh, but you were always big, Mr. President Piper, weren't you? At one time, you were literally huge. As a matter of fact, some of my earliest teenage fantasies derived right from this very pit. Watching you from the hills, I hung on your every word as each syllable spilled from your luscious lips. I sunk deeper and deeper into my own sea of ecstasy when you exploded that coconut over the head of one superfly. Oh, I myself erupted with pleasure like a rock-hard mountain of lust. And that skirt. Oh, yes, we mustn't forget that skirt. I spent many hours of quality time alone just contemplating Grapes of Wrath. But President Piper, things are different now, aren't they? You have moved into a new set. And that set is one Hollywood. But you forget. That's my set. Oh, I've seen you in some of those films. I even got quite the rise out of They Live. Yes, you have done quite well for yourself, Mr. President Piper. As a matter of fact, you may even one day go down as an all-time Hollywood great. Maybe a great, but not the greatest. That title only belongs to one Goldust. So sit back, President Piper, and like the gentleman that you are, accept what is, simply as what is. That being your role as a World Wrestling Federation president, and merely my lowly extra when it comes to Tinseltown. Oh, by the way, maybe, just maybe, if you're a good little boy, I'll even treat you to a little something extra.
Extreme shortcut, please.
Oh, yeah. You remember the name, and you will never forget. Goldust.
I don't care who he's directed by. That's one of the worst films, one of the worst pieces of acting I think we've ever seen here in the World Wrestling Federation.
You've got to be kidding me, McMahon. Have you ever seen any Roddy Piper films?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them, and I like them. I'll tell you what, we're going to...
Well, everybody, we are here. It's episode 50 of the Squared Circle Time Machine, and we're going Hollywood for WrestleMania number 12 from the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim, California. Dane, are you excited to go to the pond for this WrestleMania on the Squared Circle Time Machine?
I am pretty excited, actually, because it's been many moons since I've had to watch this show, and my opinions on it have changed somewhat on it.
So we'll get to that. Now, we are at WrestleMania week, so we got to bring up that it's going to be, let's see, the main events, of course, Roman and Punk and Cody and Randy Orton. So,
Yep.
right, who do we have in the main events?
For the main events, night one, or because I guess night one is because now apparently, if you believe the words of Dave Meltzer, I guess Randy's dealing with some kind of injury. But then I'm also thinking here too, Cody's going to probably be going on tour for promoting Street Fighter. But then again, we had the whole new wrinkle there with Pat McAfee apparently saying that if Cody wins, that he'll never be in WWE TV again.
But I gotta think Roman wins night 2.
Yeah, Roman wins night 2 for sure.
What do we have for the women's match between Stephanie and Liv? I gotta think Liv is probably gonna win this match.
Yep. And I guess with Jade and Rhea, that's booked up to seem like it's that now Rhea has to win now, it seems, but I'd still like to see Jade win.
Well, that's the goings on as we're at WrestleMania week. But, Dane, we had an AEW World Title change this week.
And it wasn't the person you would think it was. Yeah, Darby Allin won it on Wednesday instead of Kenny Omega after pretty much hitting every move on MJF at Dynasty.
And you know what the big surprise is, Dane, this week?
What's the big surprisement?
Dave Meltzer gave a Young Bucks match 5 stars on the pay-per-view.
Wow, color me shocked.
Now, just remember, Dane, Kurt Angle, no 5-star matches. The Young Bucks, 50,000 5-star matches. But remember, Dave, Dave says, according to Chris Van Vliet's show, that 4 stars is the barometer.
Okay. When you start throwing out 6, 7, and 8 stars there, Dave, 4 becomes kind of almost midpoint now. Quit treating it like he's like the gospel of all wrestling people.
You know, this whole thing that started as a joke by Cornette's friend, because Cornette made a joke about you should rate matches like they're movies, has turned into this bullshit barometer where now it's all fucked up. And we should just make a completely new rating system.
Yeah.
Just fucking stupid. Okay. Well, enough about that. I'm kind of happy that Darby's now the champ, so I wonder how long this reign's going to last for him.
Smart Money says that Ospreay's getting it at All in London. And I guess MJF is off, filming another movie and or maybe finally giving his newlywed wife a proper honeymoon.
And you know what? If he needs to take time off, good for him, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He's worked hard enough, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, enough about 2026. We're going to 1996. We're at the Pond in Anaheim for WrestleMania 12 on March the 31st of 1996. Now, Dane, before this show started, now we have 2 matches that were on the free-for-all prior to the show. Now, unfortunately, I did tape this back in the day, but I couldn't get my DVD archive that I transferred of this show for this episode because I thought both of these matches were on the internet, but unfortunately, no, just the first one. You can even call it a match. But the second free-for-all match we got to mention was for the vacant WWF Tag Team Championship and a championship finals in a tournament. Which
pitted the Body Donnas against the Godwins with our old friend Hillbilly Jim in their corner.
Oh, in their corner. Man of the people, Hillbilly
Yeah.
Jim. If the Godwins needed to win the match, all they had to do was take either Skip or Zip to a bathroom with Hillbilly in there and then show them a good time.
Oh, yeah.
If you know, folks. But how did this match end, Dane?
Beginning of the year-long storyline of the tag team titles being tossed around between the Body Donnas, the Godwins, and the former champs, the Smoking Guns, and it all circles around Sunny, because I think old Phineas was a bit smitten with the 1996's most downloadable woman.
On AOL, yeah. Take that, Cindy Margolis. So, yeah, the Body Donnas, Skip and Zip are the new tag team champions. So Dr. Tom got to win gold at WrestleMania, even if it's just the pre-show.
Which I kind of found odd it was on the pre-show because, as we'll find out, there was only one major title on line on the main show.
What's the second match that is unfortunately on Daily Motion, Dane?
Well, it was originally supposed to be on the main show, but I guess various legal shenanigans saw it relegated to the free-for-all. It was the long-awaited geriatric match between the Huckster and the Nacho Man. And our old friend Billionaire Ted is the special guest referee.
Oh, yes, this is the grand culmination of the Billionaire Ted skits. And I was so excited for this because I think they announced that there was a special stipulation. And do you want to know what that special stipulation was, Dane?
I think there was a few. I think there was a few of them.
Well, one stipulation I remember, and I remember dying laughing. Ladies' shoes are not allowed at ringside.
Yes, because I think around this time, Hogan was getting jobbed out in WCW by women's shoes. So I'm guessing between women and I think, yeah, she did turn eventually. And Miss Elizabeth shoes, yeah.
Yeah, because when we watched Uncensored, she had already turned.
Yeah, she was with Flair in the Alliance to eliminate Hulkamania.
Yeah, some job they did.
Yeah. We're still talking about Hogan and Flair fighting it out in 2010 TNA.
Yeah, as we found out in our last show. But here in 1996, we are going to get ready for... Oh, I can't wait, Dane. This is going to be so exciting. This is the epic conclusion of this feud, Dane.
Epic conclusion to the feud and to the whole Billionaire Ted story.
All right, so I have the Daily Motion video playing with Vincent King's commentary. Since it's not on the main show, I don't think we got to worry about getting it pulled on YouTube since we're just playing the audio of it. So let's just watch it together.
Yep.
Dumbo! King, what kind of event is this? I can guarantee you, McMahon, this is the only AARP-certified wrestling match in history. Nacho Man, introduced from Rogaine, Florida's little south of St. Petersburg. Look at this. And trying to get to the...
Okay, first of all, let's kind of describe, because we got this like old abandoned warehouse where this ring is set up, like almost kind of like where they kind of maybe it was Chauvel's gym where they kind of filmed the Netflix series for WoW.
Yeah, possibly.
And then we got Vince and Jerry silhouettes a la Mystery Science Theater 3000.
This I loved because it implied that somebody in the WWF was watching Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Sadly, no Mike and Crow and Tom Servo for this.
Oh, that would have been awesome if they got Mike and the Bots for this show. I bet you they would have done it. But Nacho Man is climbing the ropes, but he can only make it to the bottom rope.
He's so old and loved the knockoff Buffer announcer as well, too.
Oh, let's get ready to stumble. Thankfully, I can't mute it, so it's not copyrighted. So
in your face, Buffer.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a second. At 21 seconds, we have these people that are so bored they're reading a paper.
Typical Leader Network News studio audience on hand. I understand President Reagan is watching this match, but he won't remember it.
Jesus.
Oh my God, Jerry!
And I think it was already common. I mean, I know there was rumors of it that I'm pretty sure his Alzheimer's was now public knowledge for everybody at this time.
Oh yeah, it was public up to this point that Reagan had Alzheimer's, but Jesus Christ! And also, they had the signs of the audience to cheer and boo a la the Disney tapings. What an incredible deep cut.
Yeah.
Never wait, and sort of prompting, I guess, never heard. Oh, wait a minute! Here we go! Take a look at this! From geriatric beach, California, we get the true power over Yes, indeed! Take a look at those pythons, if you want!
Now, I should note, Dane, the guy who's playing the huckster in this looks nothing like the guy in the promos that we saw earlier. Which I don't get why they had a different huckster for this match.
No, unless maybe he couldn't make the taping for it for whatever reason. So they were like, let's find some other guy.
Well, this guy looks near death. He looks more near death than Hogan was at the end of his life last year. Dear Christ. But I did love the Vince line from Geriatric Beach, California.
I think Lawler's line, or they talk about the pythons, and they're saying, I think Lawler says, "Hey, look, we're like earthworms."
How about if we, looks like it's going to take him a while to get to the ring. How about we fast forward a little bit here, King? All right, I'll hit the old X-Lax fast forward button. Look at this. Wow, that's really effective. Look at that. And of course, the Huckster's Axiom, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, man. There's the Huckster's blue-haired granddaughter. Granddaughter? Billionaire Ted looking on with perhaps some concern, of course, and everyone knows the...
I love the lady just putting her hands to her face like Kevin. Oh my God. I guess Vince said she's supposed to be the Huckster's granddaughter.
Yep, blue-haired granddaughter.
Is it kind of like Susan on Doctor Who?
Probably.
You don't look like Carol Ann Ford to be.
No. She's definitely got stunt granny vibes to her.
Oh, she's definitely a stunt granny, this woman.
3 commandments. What's that? Take your Geritol, say your last rites, and never miss your physical therapy.
Oh, God. But now the audio is muted for some reason. Here it is. Back on.
Come on, get up. Is it over yet?
And meanwhile, Billionaire Ted and Scheme Gene are going over some things before the match. And the Huckster's trying to rip his shirt. It's to no avail.
Look at this. He's having some difficulty getting his shirt off. Scheme Gene and Billionaire Ted trying to rip that off. Look at the Huckster's body. My feet. I'll tell you, what improvement. What the pharmacist gave him, Father Time has taken away. And that's...
Jesus Christ, Jerry.
And I thought Jerry's commentary was more problematic in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
All right, so now Billionaire Teddy's going to go over the rules with the Huckster and the Nacho Man. Let's hope that this is a clean, fair fight.
Wait, let's go to Billionaire Ted.
Opponent's got to buy him out.
Difficult.
Spare no expense, squash him like a bug.
Heard that before.
And may the best and highest paid wrestler win.
And of course, we've become accustomed to with Billionaire Ted. Wait a minute, the Nacho Man's falling and he...
Start.
Wake up! Come on, there's Scheme Gene. And, wait a minute, starting a pacemaker. Oh, wait a minute, what's this for the hook? Let's go, brother. Yeah, but there's Billionaire Ted. Wait a minute, the Nacho Man's falling and he...
Oh, the Nacho Man's down.
He's down already.
Thankfully, we have an EMT here to help revive him.
Can't get up. Wait a minute, I think the thing could be... Look out, that's a clapper. A clapper? We saw it first there. What do you mean? Jump starting a pacemaker. Oh, it is undergarments.
Yes.
Somebody at Daily Motion has fucked up the video. Actually, hold on. Let me see if this video on YouTube here is much better. Okay, thankfully, it's much better here on this.
Yeah.
On the YouTube instead of Daily Motion. So Daily Motion can suck a fat one. So let me just play the clip here to the end, and then we'll get to what happens.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute, what's this for the hook? Let's go, brother. Yeah, but those handcuffs come in handy around the nursing home, huh?
Oh, hold on a second. Yeah, because the Huckster was handcuffed at some point during a Nitro.
Yes, and I think famously he got, but there again, I think it was either Liz or a woman he had to direct him how to handcuff him, I guess. Because I think I remembered one of the, or earlier Billionaire Ted skits where we had cut to like the Huckster in like an abandoned warehouse, like, somebody help me out here, brother. I showed the lady how to handcuff me, but I'm still stuck here, brother.
Okay, so the Nacho Man has gone to the crowd, so let me do that.
Oh, wait a minute. Nacho's going for the bedpan. No, wait a minute. It's not a bedpan. Oh, what a James orthopedic shoes. Oh, my goodness.
He's got a living shoe, the Nacho Man.
But the women's shoes are banned. We're already throwing out the rules for this WrestleMania.
It's still the free-for-all, Dane.
Yeah. Oh! They're both out. Who's going to win the match?
Okay, so the Huckster hit the Nacho Man with the chair, and then somehow it knocked out the Huckster?
Yeah, kind of like a ricochet effect.
Depends on what? No, Oh, depends undergarments.
Raw. Yes.
Oh, what you do when go your pants wrestlers broke on you?
Yeah,
Is this the part where the ring's supposed to fill up with all the hooks and spins? I believe it has.
Ted, what's going to happen to wrestling?
So both of them died,
Yes.
apparently. So, which leads to the bit we talked about from the last fan, where
Yes.
one of the hosts tells Dave that because Dave didn't remember what happened in the last skit, and he said they all died. And Dave stupidly thought he meant everybody in the building died watching it. No, Dave.
No, Dave, just the Huckster Nacho Man are dead.
Yeah.
Friends? I believe it has.
Ted, what's going to happen with your wrestling company now that both your top stars have, well, expired? Well, yeah, they can die all they want. I'll buy more stars.
Oh, come
I
back,
don't know
yeah.
how to make stars, so I have to buy stars.
Listen, he's telling the truth. Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute. There's the FTC match.
Well, here's one star you may not be able to buy.
What is going on? FTC? Another Feeble Turner Classic. Come on, Ted. Yeah.
So a guy in a black druid costume came out behind billionaire Ted that said FTC, and that was enough to get him to faint.
Faint and do a front pratfall.
Yeah, because I believe around this time, the Time Warner Turner merger was going on.
Yes.
So that's probably what it's a reference to.
Okay, and they were kind of worried that beginning of that would be some kind of monopoly.
Yeah, little did they know the monopoly of Warner Brothers would be 30 years later. But that's all I got to say about that. What an ending to this storyline, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started with the actual pay-per-view. So we're at the pond here, and we get started with a 6-man tag between Vader, Owen Hart, and the British Bulldog against a face Yokozuna, teamed with Ahmed Johnson and Jake Roberts. Now, Dane, how did Yokozuna turn face?
Well, it all began back at the Royal Rumble when Vader was brought in, and the two of them naturally butted heads, and I think Yoko eliminated Vader and or vice versa. So there was tension brewing between the two behemoths. And I believe after Vader was reinstated, when he tried to, when he shot Gorilla Monsoon, there was a dispute between Vader and Yoko that ended up seeing Vader turn on Yoko and eventually also get to the point of breaking Yoko's leg.
Yes. Now, the stipulation of this match, Dane, is if Yokozuna's team wins, he gets 5 minutes alone with Jim Cornette. And they actually had oh yeah. And they actually had a preview of this. They showed in the video package of what Yokozuna is going to do to Jim Cornette. So let me just play this here. I got the sound muted. But we're seeing the Yokozuna turning on Cornette from the February 5th Raw. And he was Raw 2 weeks ago.
A white balloon with Jim Cornette's face on it and a pursuit, and then he just bonsai dropped on it.
Yeah, a paper suit of Jim Cornette with a really good drawing of Jim Cornette's face on this balloon. But okay, we got somebody on the face side. Mr. Fuji's back here for the face team.
Yeah, and to show that he's also a face, he's now waving the American flag.
Oh, that's nice. I can't, after all these years of Mr. Fuji waving the Japanese flag, for once, he's on our side. That's great.
Yeah, glad he gets to go out as a bit of a hero before he, sadly, I think his career ended up that he was at a movie theater, I believe.
Well, in a local movie theater that by the place he lived at in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I think he worked there for a long time. It was very nice from what I heard to all the patrons. So that's nice to hear.
I think Not sure if it was kayfabed or not, but he would also sometimes submit movie reviews to WWE Raw magazine at the time.
Oh, you know what? I would love to read a Mr. Fuji movie review. I'd love to see like Mr. Fuji reviewing the movies at the time in 1996. I'd love to see him like review The English Patient. If you ever reviewed The Crying Game, you know what we would say about the twist? Big surprise.
Big surprise.
Okay. Let me get to the review of the match here from Scott. And, with all these TNA reviews we've been doing, we haven't had a Scott review in a while, so.
Yeah.
All right. So I got the latest review from Scott. This is from 2 years ago, so let me go to that right now. So here we go for the sixth man. It's breaking loose in Tulsa right away, as Scott says, and Yoko puts Vader on the floor with a clothesline, followed by an out-of-control Ahmed hitting him with a dive and nearly falling on his own head. Back in the ring, we get a hoss fight between Vader and Yoko, and then Yoko beats Owen down the corner before missing a blind charge. Meanwhile, Vince reminds us of Owen's Slammy Award triumph the night before, kicking off one of the greatest running gags in wrestling history. Oh, yes, Dane. Which, let's be honest, Dane, of all the fucking things in the world to be bragging about, he's bragging about this stupid award no one gives a shit about because he injured Shawn Michaels and gave him a concussion.
And then continuing it on to the year after by nicking the best bow tie Slammy.
Oh, I was so pissed. I was hoping that Pee Wee Herman was going to win that award.
Yeah. But of course, we get the famous, "Ooh, I did it again. Hey, Bulldog, you may have 2 titles, but you don't have 2 Slammies like I do."
I love that because you can tell, like, Bulldog's laughing his ass off watching this, and he's trying to maintain a straight face. But you can see he's just done pissing himself laughing watching it.
He's like, oh, that Owen, that rapscallion.
All right, back to Scott. Vader beats Yoko down while Mr. Fuji waves the American flag in such a weird image, but Yoko fights back with a urinage on Vader and makes a hot tag to Ahmed. Ahmed was a hell of a hot tag guy. But then he cleans house for a bit, and Vader nails him from behind to break it up. Ahmed comes back with a shoulder block, flailing out of control like my dogs when the mailman rings the doorbell, and Owen has to drop kick him from behind to put him down again. Just a guess, but I'm thinking Ahmed might have been slightly more energetic than usual here for reasons other than excitement at opening the show. Ahmed crawls to his corner and somehow takes another 2 minutes to make a hot tag to Jake, but the heels cut him off immediately and triple team in the corner. I guess out of the 3 guys, Jake is the best choice to get the heat. Vader beats on Jake and Owen, comes into the ring with a flying elbow for 2. And hot take, Owen had a really nice flying elbow and should have done it more. More double teaming on Jake in the corner, and Bulldog hits him with the power slam for 2. Vader puts him down for 2, but Bulldog comes in again and misses a leg drop, and we get another overly dramatic hot tag roll, this time with Yoko coming in to clean house. So Yoko runs wild and mostly just lets everyone crash into him. It's back to Jake again, who hits Owen with a DDT while the ref is distracted by the heels. So Jake goes after Cornette, but Vader lays him out from behind and finishes with the Vader bomb at 13-13. So sadly, no one gets 5 minutes of the ring with Jim Cornette. I don't think Yoko or Jake could have gone another 5 minutes anyway. They were both pretty winded. A very underwhelming opener, 2.5 stars. Wow, you're being generous with that.
Oh, yeah. I'm just glad that the original plan of Vader Yoko didn't go on because...
Oh, that would have sucked.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now we get into our next match. It's the Hollywood Backlot Brawl between Goldust and the acting president of the WWF, Roddy Piper.
And sadly, this is not quite Mid-Atlantic or Georgia Championship Wrestling Piper, but it's a different Piper of sorts.
So Goldust was starting shit at Roddy Piper for some reason.
Well, because I think this was supposed to have been the culmination / blow-off between Razor Ramon and Goldust.
Yeah, because originally this was going to be a Miami Street fight between Razor and Goldust.
But I think a combination of, I guess, Scott Hall, he failed a drugs test, and his heart wasn't into this whole Goldust feud because of the whole playing at the whole homoerotic stuff. And I think around this time, both him and Nash were starting their negotiations with WCW.
So we got Piper inserted in the feud, and I do remember my favorite part of this was a Goldust promo made up to look like Piper's pit.
Oh, yeah.
Goldust talked about, oh, I just erupted when you smashed that coconut on Jimmy Snuka's head. Okay, so we're at this Hollywood Backlot Brawl, so let's play this right here for you guys. So Goldust is, I guess, going to come out to face Piper pretty soon, but Piper's just waiting for him at this backlot with a baseball bat.
Roddy Piper. Oh, wait a minute. That's not exactly what we expected.
Okay, so Goldust has arrived to the backlot, but he's arrived in a gold Cadillac.
Not too snazzy of a Cadillac there, actually.
No, that's a terrible Cadillac. Come on, Dustin. You could have gotten a better deal for a Cadillac.
Look out. Get out of the way, Roddy. This guy's a nut. Look at the mind games. What?
So we have Goldust in the Cadillac, and there's Roddy just waiting for him with the baseball bat. So
almost beckoning him almost to kind of charge him.
And conveniently, we got a dumpster right behind Roddy.
And I think we also missed before this shot, we saw a nice shot of a white Ford Bronco, which I wonder if that will come into play somehow.
Wait, a white Ford Bronco? Is it?
Yeah.
Why would that be there?
I don't know.
But meanwhile, we have, I don't know why all these people, I guess they're working at this lot. I guess they've heard that there was going to be like some kind of match for WrestleMania, and they all decided to show up to watch it.
Well, yeah, it's not every day you get to see a Hollywood Backlot Brawl.
No. And look, they got a catering table for them.
They went all out for this brawl.
Yeah, did they expect that maybe during the match, Roddy or Goldust was going to eat something?
I don't know. Maybe the crowd was going to get hungry, too.
Oh, I'd definitely be hungry trying to watch this match.
What are we going to get here? Constant mind games by Goldust. Wait a minute, what's he doing? Look at, he said he was going to wet down the whole area. He did, and now. Whoa! Oh.
Okay, so Roddy got a fire hose. He wet down the Cadillac, and then he came charging to the driver's side of the Cadillac, and he smashed the window with a baseball bat. Oh, so Goldust, he's probably scared shitless right now.
Well, I'd be scared too. I mean, you got possibly coming off a coke high, Piper blasting you with a fire hose like this was the guards blasting down Charlton Heston in Planet of the Apes. Piper coming at you with a bat like this, like Michael Douglas and Falling Down.
Oh, nice reference there to Falling Down, Dane.
Yes.
That's a deep cut.
He's nuts, McMahon! Get away from him. Get out of there. Beat up his gold Cadillac. I thought Goldust was that Roddy Piper's. He's lost it.
Oh, now Goldust is being choked by Roddy with a baseball bat. And the crowd's like, yeah, go get him, Roddy.
Yeah.
You show that crazy guy what's boss.
Yeah.
Dane, I just realized something.
What?
Remember last year when we saw the Goldust promo on Conan leading up to this match?
Yes.
Yeah, we played that. Go back to the uncensored 95 episode we did last year, folks, in the archive. Because at the very tail end before the end, we had Goldust on Conan. And he talked about his match with Roddy Piper. And I remember Conan saying, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard for 3 years on the air I've been on, Goldust. Now, I think when Roddy hits Goldust with the bat, and I believe I've heard this in an interview on Inside the Ropes with Dustin, I think Dustin got shoot hurt by the bat.
Ooh,
that he got like a sort of a black eye. And so I think they taped this the week before
Okay, so that explains why when we get to the live portion of this whole thing, that he's kind of got some weird makeup thing going on around his head there.
Yeah, because they had to make it so, because they filmed this a week before the actual show, because of continuity and everything. They had to make sure, okay, Goldust still has to have that thing on his eye, which is a real impressive. You would have thought they'd magically forget about it, but no.
I mean, I'm hoping that Liv Morgan's goose egg goes down a bit more before her match, because I think she's still sporting it.
Oh, you damn well bet she's still sporting it, Liv.
Unbelievable. Oh, no.
Oh, and now Roddy just smashed Goldust into the catering table.
No, they haven't. No one's had a chance to eat there from yet, as far as I know.
Yeah.
Now you ruined it.
Yeah, they've had all this food for this staff right here watching the match. Now they can't eat any of it. Thanks a lot, Roddy.
Unbelievable.
Actually, I think this is where he gets the spot over his eye.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when he rams him into the garbage can.
This is vintage Piper. Oh, Piper has been incensed.
Don't you want to be close? I get a feel. Is that what it is? Huh?
Oh, no. Goldust trying to crawl away.
I can't believe what I'm seeing, McMahon.
I've never seen anything.
No!
And now Roddy's washing Goldust with the fire hose.
Again.
Never seen anything like this ever. I think Goldust is being taught a lesson he'll never forget.
Roddy just like weakly tossed
Tosses him
Goldust
onto the hood of the car.
Yeah. And to think, Dustin's wrestling on the Hollywood Backlot, and just think, in 30 years, his brother's going to be Guile in the Street Fighter movie. Hold on a second. I paused this at 24:08. Oh my God. I think Goldust is getting aroused by being body slammed onto this.
Oh, no. God.
God, Dustin, please don't.
Oh, get a cup on there, Justin. God.
Yeah, jeez.
We'll see what old Dustin's sporting under there later.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that much later. Let's continue with this.
No, Roddy, he's doing now. Oh!
And now you can see like the blood's now all over the Cadillac.
Yep.
Oh.
Oh, no. Did you hear the smack of that?
He's been watching Natural Born Killers too much.
And Piper's opened his hand. Oh, no.
Oh. Goldusty hit Roddy right in the fucking balls.
Balls. Which has actually been Goldust's first offensive move in this whole thing, which has been pretty much just a one-sided Piper kicking his ass everywhere.
Now Goldust is like, oh, fuck this. I'm just going to go back in the Cadillac.
I'm going home. This wasn't what I expected.
No, I didn't expect Roddy to go nuts and beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Run over him.
What? No, get out of there. No.
Oh, Goldust apparently fucked up the reverse and rammed right into that white Ford Bronco, which somehow is... I don't know why this Bronco's here, Dane.
No, I don't either. I mean, this is...
Like, why would a white Ford Bronco randomly be here?
As 99 Michael Cole would say during the beginnings of the Ministry of Darkness story, is this symbolic?
Oh! Goldust is just trying to get out of there. Look out! He's running over him. He's going to hit him. He just hit him. He just hit him.
Oh, no, Dane. Goldust just ran over Roddy.
Yes, but thankfully Piper somehow jumped onto the hood of the car, and that garbage can dumpster took the brunt of the hit.
Oh, thank heavens. Roddy would have been a dead guy.
Yeah.
Roddy Piper. This is totally out of hand. Roddy Piper was hit by a car.
And Goldust is leading, but Roddy's like, I'm going to get him.
Oh, get that son of a bitch.
This has really gotten out of hand.
Is it over? What? What's he gonna do?
This is over. We'll return.
Oh, Roddy's just going to go into this Ford Bronco.
So this has gone from a parking lot brawl to probably a mission in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, who knows whose car this is? It could be Roddy's car, but it could be one of the crew members' car.
Yeah, we don't know. It's just very convenient that hopefully the keys are in this vehicle.
Oh, let's hope. Otherwise, Roddy's going to have to spend 5 minutes hot wiring this car.
Yeah.
Piper. What's he doing now?
Oh, thankfully, he turned on the ignition and it worked.
Yeah, that's helpful too.
Look out! Look out! Roddy's going after him, I think. Oh, unbelievable. Whoa,
wow, that was something, huh?
That was insane.
Yeah. Okay. Well, after that excitement, we're going to go to our next match here. As Savio Vega is going to be taking on the guy who was formerly known as the Ringmaster, but he's now going by, what is this? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
When I first saw Steve Austin in the Stone Cold gimmick, I'm like, why is he ripping off Jay Buhner with the bald head? For those that don't know, Jay Buhner was a player on the Seattle Mariners at the time who had a very similar look to Stone Cold.
All I have to say is bald, somewhat clean-shaven Steve Austin is kind of unnerving to look at.
Oh, yeah, that's probably why they wanted to go with the whole Chili McFreeze thing with him. Okay, well, let me get to Scott's review, so let me go to that. Savio comes in with a side slam, and they slug it down on the mat. Minor note, Austin has now gone with black trunks and black boots for his gear, which is a boring choice that likely won't help him go further in the midcourt. Oh, I agree, Scott. They fight to the floor, but Austin runs him into the post on the way and clotheslines him down before stomping on him repeatedly in the corner. He should workshop that one. Austin with a hammerlock, and Savio fights out of that with a back kick for 2. However, we have breaking news as Roddy Piper joins us via the phone.
The phone?
The phone. I guess he was calling on the car phone like he was a WFAN caller back in the day.
Okay, so I guess distracted driving wasn't punishable by things at that time.
Yeah, so let's get to that right now.
Do we have, we're told, a cover line, 2 and a, almost a count of 3. Do we have Roddy Piper on cellular phone?
What?
Hello?
Roddy, are you?
McMahon?
Yes.
McMahon?
Yes.
I'm driving 80 miles. If this fruitcake thinks this is the way I'm going to end this, he's 10 different kinds of wrong. I come here to fight. I come here for a street fight, and he ain't seen nothing yet. Let me tell you what I'm going to do to this.
Are you trying to catch up with him? Roddy Piper.
Piper doesn't even have a driver's license. Somebody call the cops.
Oh, I guess the cops are after Roddy. Maybe like someone made a call in the LAPD. Hey, there was this match at WrestleMania that was taking place at a backlot, and it got so insane that Goldust and Roddy Piper are on the freeway in LA.
Yeah. Because there was attempted vehicular homicide twice in that.
Oh, yeah. Dustin should be going to jail right now.
Yeah. What's with Dustin and having these crazy on-the-road matches?
Oh, yeah, I know indeed. Okay, well, let me get back to Scott here. So hold on a second. Austin sweeps the leg to cut off a comeback attempt. It goes to work on the arm. Meanwhile, Vince is still amazed by this cellular phone used by Piper, allowing us to get updates from the car. Vega comes back with a sunset flip for 2, and they trade roll-ups as Vince declares a seesaw matchup back and forth. And of course, Dane, we're going to go back. We're going to be updated on the situation by Vince. So
how are we getting updated on this situation? Because does he have his own private blimp filming stuff or what?
Well, I guess, Dane, it's major news right now and on the news that there's a fight between Goldust and Roddy Piper, and it's insane now it's going on to the freeway.
The freeway?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see what's going on here.
McMahon, what are they saying? Look.
Hey, wait a minute. We have some sort of aerial footage, so we're told Roddy Piper is out on the...
Oh, there it is. There's the car that Roddy's driving.
Hey, this almost looks familiar.
What do you mean, Dane? We're getting updates on Roddy chasing Goldust.
Yes, but so far, no sign of Goldust, and we just got this...
Huh.
We have aerial footage. That's Roddy Piper out there.
Look, somebody did call the cops.
Wait a minute.
Vince slowly realizing, wait. Huh?
Oh?
Huh?
Such a coincidence of things happening about 4 years ago, more or less.
Oh, 4 years ago. It was more like 2 years ago the last time we had a chase with the white Bronco.
Okay, all I know is because I know 96 was the final year of the Ford Bronco, was a discontinued line, and I think the color white was not a very popular color anymore. Or I think even Ford discontinued that color option on the Bronco models.
Yeah, I think even now, since they brought back the Bronco recently, I don't think you can get a white Bronco. So, which good because I hate white cars. So, all right, well, let me get back here to Scott. Savio puts Austin down with a leg lariat and goes up, but lands on Austin's foot. Savio with a small tag too, but Austin slams him down and goes up, only to also land on Savio's boot. Savio makes the comeback with the back body drop, but he hits the ref with his leg lariat, and that allows DiBiase to hand the belt to Austin, which is the $1 million belt.
Yeah.
Steve knocks him out with the belt and then pretends to use the $1 million dream while DiBiase dumps a drink on the ref to wake him up. And after all that, we get the anticlimactic arm drop finish, and Austin's the winner at 10 minutes. I remember liking this a lot more at the time, but the crowd was dead here, and the finish was way overdone 2 stars. Yeah, it was pretty much tough to get the crowd back from that backlot brawl that they were watching on the TV.
Well, yeah, and I did laugh at DiBiase just throwing some kind of drink in the referee's face just to get him up.
Oh, yeah, shades of Mr. Fuji at WrestleMania 10. All right, well. Oh, and Tim White was the ref. That explains it. Freaking Tim. All right, well, as Stone Cold is getting out of the ring, celebrating with the $1 million belt, we got another update on what's going on with Roddy. So,
okay.
Stone Cold Steve Austin, victorious of sorts. Wait a minute, we'll take it back to. We have our cameras. Wait. That's
You don't say, Vince.
You gotta be pulling my leg now, Vince.
Okay, well, we're going to go to the back to Mr. Perfect interviewing Big Daddy Cold Diesel. So this is going to be a fun promo, Dane.
Yes, it should be.
Because as we know, last month, The Undertaker sent Diesel to hell.
Yeah.
Okay, here I am back in the dressing room area, Diesel. We're going to go back to February in your house when you had this matchup with Bret Hart. We're going to look at some footage right now of where you were taken inside the ring. The hole was in the ring. You were dragged down underneath.
Wait, what did Mr. Perfect say he was dragged into?
A hole!
My hole!
My hole!
By The Undertaker. Mind games by The Undertaker. From there, we go to Monday Night Raw. You walked out. The lights were flickering, Diesel. You went to the ring to find The Undertaker. But when you got inside the ring, The Undertaker was gone. More mind games. And then 2 weeks ago on Raw, you see yourself, Diesel, inside that coffin. More mind games, Diesel.
I love that they got like a wax dummy of Diesel to make it think like it was him in the casket.
Fair play to whoever made that wax statue of Diesel. Oh, it was almost lifelike.
It was, isn't it?
The question I have for you right now, Diesel, what must be going through your mind, and do these mind games by The Undertaker affect you in any way, shape, or form?
Do I look like a man that's affected in any way?
No, you don't.
Exactly. You know, they don't call me Big Daddy Cool for nothing. I don't sweat the little things. I don't sweat the big things either. Undertaker, you're a big obstacle. Tonight, Big Daddy takes cool of you, and then, Shawn, good luck. I'll get you next.
Okay, I guess that's what Big Daddy's got to say. Back to you, Jerry the King Lawler. And go ahead, McMahon, you can talk too if you want.
Diesel, go Goo-ga-choo.
Goo-goo-ga-choo.
All right. Well, now we get to our... Hold on a second. Oh, wait, I think we got some more footage going on.
We got more footage from the Piper chasing down Goldust.
Yeah, so I guess we got to continue here. So let's see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
He's the perfect commentator.
He's cool, no doubt about that. He might lose his cool. However, a little bit later on when he faces The Undertaker, what a matchup, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, we are live. And we have more. That was more. Roddy Piper was out there again.
Sort of like deja vu all over again, huh?
Deja vu? That means that happened before, Jerry.
Yeah, how would you know this is deja vu?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get into our next match. It's the return of the Ultimate Warrior. He's taking on Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And Hunter Hearst Helmsley is being escorted by a woman.
As was the style of the time for our Connecticut blue blood.
Yeah, and apparently this woman is named Sable.
Sable?
Oh. That's a weird name for a lady.
Yeah.
So we got Triple H as he's getting ready. And here we go. The Ultimate Warrior is coming out. He's back, Dane.
Yes, and funny part about this, before coming out, Jerry Lawler was saying, like, on commentary, that he had sources saying that the Warrior is now 400 pounds and bald and out of shape.
400 pounds?
Yeah.
Where would Jerry get these sources?
I don't know. Probably the same metrics that Dave Meltzer uses to try and determine HBO Max numbers.
Or the same sources he used to determine whether someone's brain is removed in surgery. All right, so let's get to Scott here. Speaking of looking familiar, Hunter's escort for the evening is, of course, the debuting Sable. Hunter was such a weirdly random choice to get squashed by Warrior when he had guys like 1-2-3 Kid who wouldn't have been hurt in the least and could have flown around the ring for him. So Hunter attacks and slugs away at the bell. That it's kick, wham, pedigree. Oh, no, Dane. This is all over already.
All over already? That was quick.
Oh, no, wait. Warrior's back up.
What?
Ed's still in his jacket.
Okay, now people who've complained about So Triple H being insecure about his position in the company before. Here's your flashpoint for that.
Yeah, and really, granted, yeah, I didn't like the fact that Hunter was so protective of his spot, but given what he went through here, could you blame him?
Yeah, and then also later on with being the guy that had to end up taking the brunt of punishment for the curtain call.
Which, of course, Dane, led to probably like one of the famous bits where Hunter went to JR to interview in 99 and complained about how he had to take the brunt because all his friends that left.
And I think it was also, I think he referred to as well, too, in one of the later Triple H documentaries, like he was like, well, I was told, well, boy, pal, you're going to have to eat shit for the next little bit. And then you're going to have to like eating that shit.
So, Warrior gets the gorilla press. Splash. 1, 2, 3. Warrior's back. And you know what, Dane? I'm so happy because you know what? Warrior, he's back for good.
He's back for good, yeah. And surprisingly, the crowd popped loud, huge for him.
Yeah, because, I mean, he had been gone for 3.5 years. So,
yeah.
I mean, I was kind of excited to see Warrior back.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, Hogan and Savage are off in WCW doing their own thing there. And you almost need someone like... I wonder how Warrior would fare here in the new generation.
Well, we're going to go to the back to Todd Pettengill. As apparently we got a new star here making his debut in the WWF. Yes.
Ooh.
All right, let's go to the Toddster.
It's been a night of ultimate surprises here in the World Wrestling Federation. A wild night to say the least, but maybe even more wild. Ladies and gentlemen, a new superstar in the World Wrestling Federation. I'd like you to meet the Wild Man, Mark Morrow, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh!
Mark Morrow?
Jesus Christ, Todd.
That was bad. Johnny B. Bad.
Yeah, so Johnny B. Bad's now here in the WWF.
Well, yeah, as we heard he wasn't, because we heard that uncensored that he didn't want to play where the Blake Boys played anymore.
No. But I was kind of excited for this because now it's like, oh man, Johnny B. Bad in the WWF. We're going to get some like new, exciting, fresh matchups.
Well, yeah, and actually, and I think I remembered reading years later that actually when they signed Merrill, they thought they were actually getting the Johnny B. Bad gimmick too with him, but WCW held on to that for whatever reason. So that's why we kind of got the Wild Man.
Although, instead of using his shoot name, couldn't have named him like Johnny Marrow or something.
Yeah, Johnny Marrow or Johnny Marrow.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
That's probably what they would do if it was NXT or something.
Yeah.
Or they'd give him like some weird ass NXT-ish name.
He is in the World Wrestling Federation.
I have arrived. I have arrived. It's been 5 long years, and I've been waiting to come to the World Wrestling Federation. And today is the day that I have arrived. And what better day than on the Super Bowl of sports entertainment?
Well, let me ask you something, Wild Man. The quality that you're going to be facing, the Ultimate Warrior, the Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Bret the Hitman Hart, are you up to the challenge?
Look into these eyes. Look into these eyes. The fire that burns in these eyes and the wildness that burns in my soul.
Okay, so we're getting a nice passionate promo here from Mark, and it's rudely interrupted by a disgruntled Triple H.
Yeah, because he just lost in embarrassing fashion.
Yeah.
How convenient for Triple H to come running in here.
Yeah.
Oh, why is Hunter's valet in the middle of this?
Well, Sable's there. Like, Hunter's giving her the gears for, I guess, blaming her for the loss.
Yeah, well, why would he? He thought he won the match. That's not her fault.
She didn't do anything. She's just a girl.
Oh, come on. What a chest. Oh, no. Help me. Look.
What a takedown there by Bork.
Good for Mark signing up for this random young lady.
Yeah, let's see what agents we see are trying to break that up. Oh, we don't see it. I bet you it was probably Jerry trying to break that up. All right. Well, we got an update on the chase. So let me play it right here.
And we have what? We have
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have yet more coverage. Roddy Piper, we are told, is on his way here. Piper is on his way here to the Anaheim pond. Apparently, Goldust apparently on his way to see Marlena.
Oh, because, Marlena's in the building.
Yeah, because I think there was a nice shot of her in the back with her sitting in her director's chair, smoking a nice big stogie, and had champagne on ice, ready to celebrate a victory.
Yeah, well, she never knew the match coming to the Arrowhead Pond could happen to you. Okay, well, it's time for our semi-main event, and we're probably like 2 hours remaining in the show as Big Daddy Cold Diesel is taking on The Undertaker. Now, as Diesel makes his way to the ring, there's this one part here that you gotta play in Diesel's entrance where he audibly says this line to the camera. So let me play it here.
Shawn Michaels in the back with a chair.
Well, what about the stunt Shawn Michaels pulled when he cost Big Daddy Cool the title shot by beating him in the Royal Rumble, huh? That was a little stunt, wasn't it?
Oh, no, it's not even censored out. But I can find the clip of Matthew. Diesel saying, "I'm the shit, I'm telling you."
I'm the shit.
Yeah, it's edited out here on the network version.
Yeah.
It's Diesel saying, "I'm the shit, I'm telling you." I'm sure it's in Matthew's like WrestleMania Mania thing, so I could probably find it. So
yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. Diesel and the Undertaker. So let me go to Scott. Slugfest to start, and Diesel hits him with a corner clothesline and then puts him on the floor. They slug it out down there, and Taker runs him into the stairs. Back in the ring, Taker with a body press for 2 and goes to work on the arm. Things I never noticed until today. Kevin Nash was wearing an outfit that said Big D on the front here.
Oh, yes. I saw that, and I was like, okay, is he trying to emulate Big Daddy Shirley Crabtree, or is he sending a future message to our friend D'Lo Brown to convince the Queen of England to change Big Ben to the Big D?
Yeah, because as we've established on this podcast, we only recognize Big Ben as Big D in honor of D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
Or maybe this is where Big D from Personal Injury Court gets the inspiration for his name. Scott says on Big D, you have to admire that. Taker necks him on the top rope and slugs him to the floor, but Big D runs him into the post and works on the back. Back in the ring, Diesel with a big boot, and now Vince is calling him Big D. Diesel with snake eyes, and he stops to admire his own hair, but Taker slugs back, and we get a cool double boot spot to put them down. Diesel is up first and goes for a bear hug, squeezing Undertaker with his Big D energy. But Taker escapes the Anaconda grip with a back suplex and goes up. Fire goes on for 2. Big D goes limp for a bit of that, but suddenly pops up with a jackknife powerbomb. Taker seems like he's done, but sits up, and so Big D is ready for round 2 of another powerbomb. But then he goes for the pin, and Taker pops up and gets his hand around Big D. So Diesel puts him down again with a back suplex, and Taker pops up a third time and comes back with a flying clothesline. And Tombstone finishes at 16:38 as Big D is way smaller now after having his spine compacted. Scott says, "I don't know. I was really bored watching them take 10 minutes between moves, but your mileage may vary. It certainly had better heat than anything else on the show so far. 2.5 stars."
Up to this point, this was probably Taker's best Mania match.
I mean, it's not saying much, but yeah.
I mean, you can't really put too much stock to 7 with Snuka and 8 with Roberts was, I mean, sending Jake packing. And of course, we reviewed WrestleMania 9 with Giant Gonzalez last year.
And King Kong Bundy at WrestleMania 11.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Fuck that shit. All right, well, we're going to send Vince over to Todd backstage as they're looking over the security cams, Todd and the crew, about they're trying to see if Goldust and Roddy are going to show up to the building. So let's see what's going on here.
Wait a minute, let's go to Todd Pettengill. Todd, where are you?
We're in security control right now here at the Anaheim Pond. We're watching the monitors. As we understand, they are on their way. Roddy Piper, Goldust, we are watching the monitor.
Okay, so we're seeing the cameras right here, the security cameras. One's on the scoreboard here at the pond, and one's backstage near the parking lot. And there's this barricade. Why would they have a barricade set up near this parking lot, Dane?
Why would they want to block them coming back?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. I don't get it. As soon as we hear anything at all. Wait a minute. That's the Cadillac.
Oh my God! What a coincidence, Dean. Just as they were showing it, Goldust Cadillac magically showed up.
Gold Cadillac. Look at this.
Hey, wait a minute. That's here. We have our cameras out there.
Oh, how convenient. The cameras were randomly out there.
Yes. They crashed right through that barricade.
Yeah. So they're right near the entrance of the building.
Wow.
Backstage, yeah. So, that's convenient, I guess, too.
Yeah.
They're here. Whoa! Goldust, ladies and gentlemen. Wait a minute, Rod is right behind him. Oh, my.
So, Roddy rams the Bronco near the gold Cadillac so Goldust can't get out through the driver's side of the door.
Yes, because getting out of the passenger side is a completely foreign concept here.
Goodness. That's what outside our building.
This is right outside.
And the blood is still on the Bronco. Goldust blood is still on this Bronco. Which, oh man, all the jokes I could make here.
Yeah.
And Roddy Piper. Where's Goldust? Goldust is inside with Marlena. Goldust is inside with Marlena. Goldust has returned here. And so has Roddy Piper. And
You and I might ought to get out of here, McMahon.
Goldust being
I love that Marlene is just glassing Goldust right here. Like with his freaking head that's all busted open and shit.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. Roddy Piper's back there. Roddy Piper's back there. Roddy Piper.
Wait, hold on. Who just came running in? Was that Tony Gurria? Hold on a second.
Piper's back there. Roddy Piper's back there.
Oh, I think that was
Patterson, yeah.
117.11, yeah.
Yeah. Getting that Mania payday.
Roddy Piper, ladies and wait a minute. Roddy Piper's on his way. That's what we've been told. Roddy Piper.
He's on his way where?
He's trying to find Goldust. And Big Daddy Cool Diesel. Finally.
Nice to see Diesel come walking off there randomly. As we get this shot of Gorilla here.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What do we got? I don't know. We've got our cameras. There's Goldust.
Oh,
there's Goldust.
Piper.
And there's Roddy Piper.
This is really not over, McMahon.
Goldust is trapped.
Oh. Oh, this is so great. Now the fight's gonna go into the ring, Dane.
It's from the back lot from the freeways down to the ring.
Oh yes. And we see Roddy and Goldust, they're just slugging it out here. Goldust has Roddy down, going after his knee. And oh my God, now Roddy's jeans are all covered in Dustin's blood. Oh.
Yeah, and turnaround is fair play as Goldust low rolls Piper.
Oh, let's see what's happening here. We're at 119.09 here.
Oh, he's getting into a pile driver position, but nope. Ooh.
Ooh. Dustin's got his hands on Roddy's ass.
Another low blow, and Goldust strips Piper's black shirt off him.
Oh. Oh, this is like very kinky as Goldust is choking Roddy with his own shirt as we see the Tyco RC Maximum Heat mini blimp go past. Maybe that'll be the blimp Danhausen has at Mania.
Yes.
Oh no, now Goldust is take Roddy into the corner here. Oh no. Is he gonna ram his knee? Oh, he rammed his knee right into the post. Oh,
Right into the post.
Oh, Roddy looks like he's getting mad right now.
He's mad, all right. He's gonna get really mad here right away.
Oh, he is. Oh no, now Goldust is. Oh, now Roddy's down and he's caressing his body. Oh, this is. Oh,
and he gives him a few good punches too afterwards because he's leaning in for a kick, but Piper ain't fighting.
Piper's not gonna have any of this, but
yeah,
Goldust, he's like, yeah, you're gonna get this kiss sooner or later, Roddy, whether you want to or not. Now Goldust is going to the top rope, and Roddy's shaking the ropes, and
shaking the rope, and thankfully, Goldust lands on his balls.
Lands right on his fucking balls. And now they're trading some blows here. Goldust is going back.
Comes back down and.
Oh,
Piper looks like he's pipering up.
Oh, and now Goldust is like, oh shit.
Oh, I've done it now.
Boop, 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 boop. And now,
the testicular claw.
Now, is Roddy gonna ram Goldust balls? Yes, he does.
Yep, he does. Well placed knee there. Now he gives Goldust a good slapping on the ass.
Oh yeah, let's play it here. So let's see what's gonna happen.
And wait a minute! Oh no! What is he doing? No!
Oh, Dane, can you describe what Roddy just did?
He stripped Goldust's bodysuit down to reveal that he's wearing like some fancy lingerie.
Yeah, because remember, Goldust is androgynous.
Yes.
Roddy Piper! Look at Marlena!
Oh! And now Roddy just gave Goldust a kiss on the lips. Woo!
Ooh.
Piper, I think, just kissed Goldust and just look at Marlena! What is he? What is he? Roddy Piper has disrobed Goldust! Unbelievable! I've never seen anything like this in my life! Get in there, Marlena! Cover him up! Roddy Piper! Cover him! What do you mean by that? No!
Oh, he says, King, cover him. I'm like, what? There's no ref in this freaking match. Jeez, Jerry.
No!
And now Goldust is too embarrassed that he's going to run off.
Yep, that's the end.
And Roddy is victorious. And you know what? This was obviously Roddy's last appearance before he went to WCW in the fall. But
yeah,
dear God, is this a great way for him to go out on?
Oh, yeah. Much better than being the guest referee for Mania 11 as for Bret and Mr. Backlund for their I Quit match.
Oh, what do you say?
What do you say, Bob? You quit? All right, that means he quit.
Thank God my cable carrier freaking lost the feed for like 10 minutes, so I didn't have to see it. All right, well, it's time for our main event, Dane.
Yes, the main event, the reason for the season.
So it's for the WWF title. Bret Hart defends the title against the 1996 Royal Rumble winner, Shawn Michaels, in a match that Roddy Piper announced to Bret and Shawn on Raw, where it was going to be a special match. And they wondered, what kind of a match is this going to be? And Roddy said, 1 hour, no timeouts, no nothing. So yeah, this is an Iron Man match for the WWF Championship. So this build for this match was probably one of the best builds they ever did to a match for a main event.
Yes. Here's your pure sports build here, Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, you had Bret training in Calgary, Shawn training in San Antonio with his original trainer and mentor, Super Sock Jose Lothario.
Yeah, and Bret, of course, getting stretched the fuck out in the dungeon by old Stu.
Oh, can you just imagine Stu training Bret for this match? Like, yeah, Bret, yeah, that's how you got to beat Shawn. Yeah, get stretched up. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to go to the ring to the Fink because the Fink has a big announcement to make for us.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, allow me to introduce a man who I can happily say now is officially the president of the World Wrestling Federation, Gorilla Monsoon!
Yes, Gorilla's back!
Gorilla's back after surviving that fatal shooting from Vader.
Yeah. Where we got to get well Gorilla like he was fucking dead. Yeah, so, okay, remember, Dane, when Gorilla started out as the president replacing Jack Tunney, he was the interim president.
Yes, and then when he got the injury, when he did the injury angle, then Piper came in as the interim.
Yeah, although they referred to him on air as the acting president, Roddy.
Acting, okay.
But yeah, Gorilla's officially the president now, so...
Officially full president, so good for Gorilla.
Yeah, I'm happy for Gorilla that he gets the love from the crowd here.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let's get to the introductions.
There he is, the Hall of Famer, Gorilla Monsoon. Back in action. You can bet he was watching the match with Vader earlier on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is the special Iron Man match for the World Wrestling Federation Championship.
All right, so here we go. We got to have Shawn coming down to the ring here. So,
yeah.
All right, so let's wait a minute.
Music playing. Jose Lothario's coming out. What the?
Why is Jose coming? Like,
why is he?
Okay,
I think I love Jerry's line here. Like, John, check it out. Jose's fighting instead. And I'm like, okay, so then what? So we're gonna have like Bret decides, well, I'm not gonna beat up an old man. Dad, you go do it. We could have had Jose and Stu main event WrestleMania.
Oh, could you imagine if it was Stu and Jose in an Iron Man match for an hour? You know what? That would be the greatest bait switch of all time. I bet you everyone would have been pissed, but I would have fucking loved it as an early April Fool's joke.
Yes.
Stu and Jose stretched the shit out of each other.
That match probably still would be going on right now if that happened.
Oh, it would. Never mind. They're both dead now in 2026. Yeah. The match would probably still fucking going on. Imagine it's still going on in the pond while freaking TLC and WrestleMania 16's happening. All right, so Jose's coming out, and I guess he's pointing to the corner. He's pointing to what? I know why Jose's pointing. He's pointing to those Anaheim Duck signs up top.
Wow. I didn't know Jose was a big Anaheim Mighty Ducks fan.
Oh, well, he must have loved the movie with Emilio Estevez.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you he was a big fan of, like, Charlie Conway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait. There's a spotlight there.
Oh.
That's the wall, brother.
That's the wall, brother. Hey, wall, if you want to come down, come get some. That's the wall there, brother. Oh, wait, no, it's Shawn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, why is Shawn on the top of the pond?
Why is he? What's he? He's dancing. He's hooked up to some kind of. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, he's ziplining down here.
Oh, he's ziplining down. Oh, holy crap! Now I gotta say, Dane, this was so cool when I was watching this live.
Yeah. Yes, at the time it was pretty cool.
Because if you're going to make an entrance at WrestleMania, you're going to have to do it in style. This was like the first epic WrestleMania entrance.
Yep. Well, in fairness, we did have Undertaker coming out with the Vulture and the big Egyptian dude bros there at 9, but still.
Okay, so this is the second coolest WrestleMania entrance.
Yeah. Yeah, for the time, because I mean, I don't think anything is ever going to top Rusev coming out with the tank.
Oh no, the greatest entrance in the history of mankind in professional wrestling was when Rusev came out in that tank against John Cena. Which, by the way, I should note, Dean, me and Scott Criscola are going to be doing that WrestleMania on WrestleTrack soon.
Awesome.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about WrestleMania 31. So, all right. Well, Shawn is getting the fireworks, and now here comes Bret.
Bret, just no nonsense. He at least got some pyro.
Yep. All business with Bret. So now we got, and this is, you talk about pure sports build, Dane. This is what it's all about right here. Because we have in the middle of the ring, we have Bret with the belt, Shawn and Jose, and in the middle we got Gorilla with Earl.
Yep. And Fink standing off in the corner because he's already done his introductions, but he's just there now for the aesthetic.
Yes. So, all right. Earl's going to go over the rules to Bret and Shawn, so let's hear it.
All right, we'll get the instructions.
Hold on a second. I love that Earl's patting Shawn down like he's freaking Frank Drebin as the umpire and the Naked Gun.
Yeah.
Looking for the gun, like, all right, play ball.
The official making sure there's not going to be any chicanery here in this match.
Just hold the belt.
Checking the equipment.
Gentlemen, this match is for the World Wrestling Federation Championship. This is an Iron Man match. You'll be wrestling for 60 minutes. Wow. The man who wins the most decisions will be declared the winner and the World Wrestling Federation champion.
Hitman's cool.
A decision can be earned by a pinfall, a submission, a count out, or a disqualification. You must break on the count of 4. I will disqualify you on the count of 5. If you leave the ring or if you're thrown out, you have a 10 count to return or you be counted out. Do you gentlemen both understand the rules?
Oh, Bret just winked right here. Why was Bret winking?
I don't know.
Was he winking at Shawn or was he winking at somebody in the crowd? I don't know.
Could be that random person who shouted out there, Bret, we love you.
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh, the Hitman.
Are there any questions?
No questions from either individual.
Good luck to both of you.
That's what it's about.
All right, so this is it, Dane. 60 minutes.
60 minutes. 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay. So this is going to be a long-ass cut review, so Earl is nice enough to explain the rules to everyone to start. And we all know that Earl always calls it right down the middle and would never favor either guy.
Jeez.
Well, that is true, Dane. You know Earl's a man of his word. He's not going to do that to anybody.
He's a man of his word. Even in 2010 TNA, he still is a man of his word.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Dean, I have met Earl now, so, you know, I'm not going to say a bad thing about Earl, so. All right. Shawn takes Bret down off a pair of headlock attempts to start, but Bret gets the headlock on the third try. While Vince speculates there's no Bret Hart fans or Shawn Michaels fans, and everyone's just there to see great action from both guys. And follow along with me here, the exact opposite of what he said. Bret keeps working that headlock, but Shawn reverses the arm, and he works on that for a few minutes before taking Bret to the floor with a head scissors. Vince describes it as one of those high-flying Mexican maneuvers that Bret was making reference to. Back in the ring, because why would bumping to the floor lead to anything? That's crazy talk. And Bret tries to throw Shawn out, but he skins the cat back in and goes back to the arm bar that all the kids are talking about on their TikToks. So Bret pulls him down with a knee to the gut, but Shawn drops a leg on him and goes back to an arm again. This brings up one of the major issues with the match, as Shawn is doing a very state-of-the-art submission stuff like a Fujiwara armbar here, and Bret just has no interest in selling it properly. And Bret literally pops up, goes for a sharpshooter out of that, but Shawn makes the ropes. So Bret clotheslines him to the floor as Shawn takes the first bump out of any note so far, but he tries to super kick Bret on the floor. So, okay, Dane, I'm going to set that up right here. So let me try to get to that right here. They have a scoreboard with the pinfalls or the who's leading the match with the timer on the screen. Yep. So that's kind of nice.
Yep.
Okay, so let me get to the spot right here. So let's go to it. They're both on the outside of the ring, so let me play it right here.
See, that's a big mistake to come out there. And look at that, right on that timekeeper. Michael slips up. Did you see what he did?
Okay, so Shawn rams Bret into the post, and Bret goes crashing right near where the timekeeper was, literally sitting on the timekeeper's lap. And Shawn goes for a super kick, but Bret ducks out of the way, and Shawn super kicks the timekeeper instead.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so now, do they have like an emergency timekeeper?
Or we're going to get DiBiase back out here to throw another drink on his face to wake him up when time needs?
Back to Scott. So we're 20 minutes into the match, and Bret's got a chin lock going, but Shawn escapes and goes back to an armbar. And again, the crowd just sees it as a rest hold because Bret is working a totally different match than Shawn at this point. Bret beats on him with forearms in the corner, but Shawn rubs him into the ring post to counter, and then hits a shoulder breaker and goes up with a double axe handle to the shoulder. Hammerlock slam follows, and he runs Bret to the corner and then takes him down with a single arm DDT. Shawn with a cross arm breaker, and again, Bret has no interest in doing this kind of match, which really sucks because Shawn is about 2 years ahead of the curve with this stuff, and it's falling completely flat. Shawn goes for another Fujiwara armbar variation, and there would have been a fascinating story with Bret being forced to tap out early from this stuff, but nope, nothing. Bret finally escapes with a catapult to the post and gets two. That also should have been a pinfall, given Shawn's bump there. Shawn fights back and tries a blind charge, but misses and gets hung up in the corner, allowing Bret to put the boots to him and clothesline him for two. Bulldog and Bret goes up, but Shawn tries to slam him off, and Bret counters with the Ole Anderson knee from the top, taking out the ref as we're at the halfway point. Shawn goes for a power slam for two, but he puts his head down and Bret pile drives him for two. Bret goes up again, but Shawn successfully slams him off the top this time and hits him with a Rana to finally pick up the pace a bit. Bret dodges a super kick, but Shawn gets a backbreaker for two. Bret fails to avoid another super kick attempt, so Shawn dives onto him from the top rope instead, and they're both down and out. Back in Shawn with a body press, but Bret rolls through for 1-2. He got him, no he didn't. They fight over a backslide, and Bret gets a small package for two. Shawn with a perfect plex for two. Goes to a sleeper, but Bret escapes that and backdrops Shawn over the ring post. That bump is so great that it was dubbed the holy shit bump at the time, and it's still breathtaking today, especially with the camera angle following Shawn over the top into the floor. I had forgotten about it, and I gasped again watching 30 years later. Back into the ring, Bret goes after the back, running him into a corner, and hitting him with a backbreaker and a leg drop. Bret beats on the back in the corner, doing a slight heel turn, and Shawn takes a flare flip to the corner, allowing Bret to bring him back down with a superplex for two. Bret goes to the chin lock off that, but Shawn fights out and goes to the top. Bret hits him on the way down, however, and gets the leg sweep for two. Shawn tries another comeback, but Bret tosses him over the top and onto Jose Lothario. And then Shawn takes another bump onto the old man for good measure. Back in the ring, Bret with a belly-to-belly for two. Bret goes back to working the back as the crowd is getting bored and amusing themselves in the background. The match has had interesting stretches, but has never pulled together into one cohesive story. like the Far Superior MJF match did decades later. Oh yeah, I'm guessing, did MJF have like an Iron Man match on a AEW or something?
I'm guessing there was a random MJF Iron Man match that was on about a couple years ago, but thanks to Tony Khan's booking.
We can't remember shit.
Yeah.
Shawn bumps to the floor again, and so Bret hits him with a tope and tries to gracefully take the count out. Spoiler, he doesn't get it. Back in the ring, Bret gets a German suplex for 2. Bret goes to a lengthy chinlock with time running down, but Shawn fights out, and it's a double clothesline for a double down. Shawn is first up as he tries to go up, but Bret brings him down with a superplex off the top. Shawn fights off the sharpshooter, so Bret goes to a half crab instead, and Shawn makes the ropes. Bret goes up and lands on Shawn's foot, and Shawn comes back with a dropkick, then whips Bret into the turnbuckles. A flying forearm and kip up with time winding down, and Shawn makes the comeback with a double axe handle for 2. Flying elbow gets 2. Dr. Bomb, and Shawn goes up with a moonsault press for 2. Shawn with another Rana for 2. That one looked like Bret was supposed to counter into a powerbomb, and they got crossed up. So Shawn goes up again and tries a missile dropkick, but Bret catches him into the sharpshooter. All right, Dane. Okay. All right, we're near the end of the match, and it's no score, so this is going to be the finish here, I bet.
Yes, has to be the finish.
Of course it's got to be the finish. We have no score in the match. We got to have
No
some
score.
kind of...
Yeah.
42-41. Bret Hart barely standing and he caught it. Sharpshooter. He got it.
Oh, this is it, Dane.
This is it. 32 seconds.
I mean, there's no way Shawn's going to make it to the ropes. There's 32 seconds
No.
of the match. No, this is it. Also, remember, Dean, this is early 1996. This is like, UFC is around, but we kind of don't know what tap outs are, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
So maybe Earl's not in tune to the whole UFC thing at this time, so.
Unbelievable! He got him, McMahon! He has got him! He's got to give it up! It's over!
I agree, Jerry. He's got to give it up. There's 20 seconds left.
Yeah.
Shawn, you gave it a great try, but I mean, there's 20 seconds left in the match.
Yeah. No way out. I'm sure you could find a way to reverse the sharpshooter, but it doesn't look like the odds aren't in your favor there, Shawn.
No.
Right there is still the World Wrestling Federation champion. There's nowhere back has to be screaming in pain. Michael's trying to hang on. He gave up. He gave up. No, not yet. No. No, 4, 3, 2, 1. He gave up.
Oh, that was it.
That was it. Well, the bell rang, so we got ourselves a soccer draw.
Oh.
I guess Bret retains by default.
Yeah. All right, let's hear fake the announcement, I guess.
Yeah, let's get an official announcement from the Fink.
He gave up. Bret Hart, I don't think so.
How long is it? Can I pause it at 2:36:19? There's if you look at the crowd, Faith No More guy is giving the finger. Like, fuck this. I paid at the what would WrestleMania ringside tickets be at the time? Like $100?
Probably.
Yeah, which is a grand bargain compared to now. $100 for these tickets, and I got a draw. Fuck this.
I don't think Michaels gave up. It doesn't really matter.
Oh, Gorilla's coming out.
Gorilla's gonna decree something.
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon. Doesn't matter. Bret Hart has retained. Look at this. He lasted the entire season. Bret Hart. Apparently.
Wait, why is Gorilla talking to Earl? Why is Bret leave? I mean, I guess Bret figures he's won the match by default.
Well, yeah, I mean, neither one got more pinfalls or decisions than the other, so Yeah, Bret wins by default, but Gorilla and Earl are, unless Gorilla heard something about Earl selling bootleg merchandise out of his car.
Oh, that must be what he's confronting Earl about. Some bootleg merchandise him and Dave are selling.
Yeah. Knock that crap off.
I gotta give him credit, McMahon.
Has gone the full 60-minute time limit. But I'm not. Gorilla Monsoon, is it going to end like this?
What a match.
Gorilla Monsoon talking to the officials. Howard Finkel, ring announcer. Earl Hebner, the official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. The 60-minute time limit has expired. However, this match has been ordered to continue.
Bret's like, what?
What?
Under sudden death rules, there must be a winner.
We're in overtime, McMahon.
You know, you'd think they would have figured this out before the match instead of waiting until just now to bring it up.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That is just bad planning there. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get to Scott here for the overtime period. Gorilla Monsoon, clearly as corrupt as old Jack Tunney, changes the rules on the fly and declares they have to continue into a winner's crown. Oh, I guess somebody's doing favors for Gorilla. Bret is rightly pissed, but goes back and finishes off Shawn, beating his back down. Back body drop and backbreaker for Shawn. But Shawn dodges him in the corner and hits the super kick out of nowhere, and they're both down. Bret recovers first, but Shawn reloads and hits a faithful super kick, fulfilling the boyhood dream at 63-54 and winning his first WWF title. Scott says, hey, I'm sure Bret Hart will be totally normal and cool about the whole thing and just move on with his life anyway.
Oh.
Scott says, I hope you enjoyed this review because I doubt I'm ever watching this one again. About half of it was really great wrestling, but the rest was not. Just wrestles and meandering arm bars that went nowhere. 3.5 stars. Yeah, I mean, okay, let's just say here, this celebration by Shawn, that's in the corner with the belt, it's just such a magical moment.
Yeah.
For crying out loud, I mean, we had seen Shawn for like 8 years from when he came in with Morty with the Rockers. Now he's finally the champ.
Yeah.
I just thought at the time, wow, this is like, what a great moment. He's finally the world champ. And,
yeah. Especially after last year's schmozzle with Mania 11.
Yeah, against Diesel. But okay, let's just say here, the match, I mean, it's 60 minutes with one fall. And I think that's my problem with the match is it's one fall for 60 minutes.
Technically 63 minutes when you put in the overtime, sudden death stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. Some of the spots are good. And I think if maybe we had a couple pinfalls or submissions here and there, maybe we could have gotten to 4.5, 5 stars. Maybe we could have had built some drama around it. But I'm guessing maybe Bret refused to do a job or Shawn refused to do a job, which is why we had the 1-0 match.
Yeah. I mean, why couldn't they? I mean, if they were going to go, if they want to do the overtime thing, fine. Then why not have like 1-1? And then final fall, sudden death kind of thing then afterwards. That's always been my problem with this match is the fact that, like you said, it's just a 63 minutes match with only one fall. I mean, I kind of know what they were trying to go with here. I mean, this was probably also at the time one of the longest matches on both Mania and WWF history, because I don't recall them running any other Iron Man matches. Maybe they did back in like the San Martino years or something like that, but
yeah, this definitely was the longest match in WWF history. It probably still is.
Yeah, and I know they did a 30-minute Iron Man on the house shows with Rick when Bret got the title.
Yeah, I think there's actually a fan cam. Probably it's on YouTube of Bret and Rick having an Iron Man match at the Boston Garden in January of '93. And actually, I believe Bobby is the manager for Rick at that show.
Okay.
It's actually a pretty good match between the two.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that on the Vault channel one day.
For sure.
Okay, well, Shawn's now the champ.
Yeah, the boyhood dream has come true for Shawn Michaels. And Bret is off to film Lonesome Dove, the TV series.
And probably have some more good stuff around this time in Bret's book. I haven't gotten to that period yet in Bret's book. I haven't listened to the audio book in a while, but I hope there's some good stories about him shitting on Bruce during that period. Okay, well, all right, let me just say here, Diesel Undertaker, very good.
Yep. Piper Goldust stuff was an entertaining mess of a brawl. It was at least engaging, notwithstanding the references to you-know-who.
I don't know who you're talking about, Dane, but I'll take your word for it. We got Warrior back.
Yeah. We got to see the debut of Wild Man Mark Marrow.
I think Austin Savia wasn't too bad, although we know they have the much better match in a couple of months.
Yeah.
The six-man tag,
it was there.
And we said all we had to say about the Iron Man match.
Yeah. I mean, it was definitely years ahead of Mania 11. And if people want to complain about celebrities gone amok in this year's Mania, go back and watch WrestleMania 11.
Oh, yeah. What the hell is John Turturro's brother doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he was on NYPD Blue, but still. All right, well, that's WrestleMania 12. But Dane, in our next episode, we're going to continue our look into TNA 2010. And Dane, it's time to review that episode.
Another much referred to episode of Impact, I'm guessing. Because we already did the Lockbox Challenge a couple weeks ago. So now we get another infamous moment from Impact around this time.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Now, and yes, it's time for that episode of Impact. And we get to see somebody abducted. And how was he abducted, Spooty?
But he was abducted by ninjas! Ninjas! Call the cops! There are ninjas kidnapping people on TV! The cops! Did no one get a license plate? Ninjas! Kidnapping! TV!
Yes, folks. We're going to be reviewing the April 19th, 2010 episode of TNA Impact.
The day after lockdown, too, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so, yes. So we're going to see the fallout from lockdown. And will Tara and Angelina Love be on the same page? Because I think Tara beat the shit out of Angelina in her last episode.
What's next for Team Hogan after their triumphant win over Team Flair?
I wonder. Well, we'll have to find out in the next episode of the Square Circle Time Machine. But until then, that was Dane, and I'm Greg. We'll see you with that episode coming soon. Have a good rest of your day, everybody.
just seems perfectly clear that Cowling wants everybody to be calm. Just going to ask everybody to be quiet for a moment. We have on the phone with us as well Robert Higgins, who lives in the neighborhood and is on the ground and can see inside the van. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, how are you?
Just about as tense as you are, sir.
Oh, my Lord, this is quite Texas.
What can you see?
Well, what I'm looking at right now is I'm looking at the van, and I see OJ kind of slouching down and looking very, very upset. Now, looking here, he looks very upset. I don't know what he's going to be doing.
Can you see him doing anything specific? Is he merely sitting there?
He is just sitting around, just looking like he'd be very nervous.
Can you hear anything, Mr. Higgins?
It's just too much commotion. I be in the back of a news van, so I can't really hear that good, but I can see it all. And I see OJ. I see OJ, man, and he looks scared. And I would be scared because there's cops all deep in this.
Thank you, Mr. Higgins.
And Baba Booey to y'all.
The driveway of O.J. Simpson's home in Brentwood. Clearly an effort being made to have him come out of the vehicle. In the doorway of the house, his friend, Al Cowling.
Peter, by the way, just for the record, this is Al Michaels. That was a totally farcical call. Lest anybody think that was somebody who was truly across the street. That was not. He said something in code at the end that's indicative of the mentioning of the name of a certain radio talk show host.
Okay, thanks, Al.
So he was not there.
All right, we have them on every coast. Thank you very much. Not the first time nor the last time will have been had, but...